Good morning, ma'am. How are you doing?
I'm doing great and thank you for asking. How about you?
Thank you so much, ma'am, for asking me. I'm also great. So, ma'am, as we're meeting for the very first time, so would you like to introduce yourself first?
Sure. I'm Deepika. I'm from Haryana. I hold master's degree in commerce. Previously, I worked as a teacher, but currently I am a homemaker. Alongside managing my home and kids, I also run a small YouTube channel, English with Deepika, where I share my solo video and conversational video too. Okay, and if talk about my hobbies, so nowadays I'm just passionate about this language. I'm working on my English speaking skills and communication skills too. Apart from that, I love listen to music and talk to different people, and yeah, that's pretty much about me.
Wow, great
Now,
introduction.
okay, now you are introduce yourself.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me this golden opportunity to say something, a little bit something about myself. This is Muwaj bin Masud speaking in front of you. My name is Muwaj bin Masud. You can call me just Muwaj. And currently, I'm staying at 8 standard, studying at 8 standard. And right now, I'm from Bangladesh. My motherland is Bangladesh. And talking about my hobbies, I like riding bicycle, speaking English with a stranger like this, and making this vlog video. And especially we have been learning this language about 2 years, and it's our to have journey. If I talk about my family, so there are four members in my family: my parents, me, and my sister. They're siblings and twins. Currently my sister a little bit busy with her studies, that's why I'm talking to you alone. So actually, truly speaking, ma'am, would you like to share with us, would you like to share with me that how long have you been using this language English as a language, and how did you learn this language English, and who motivated you to learn this language English?
Definitely. Actually, before giving answer this question, I want to ask one question: how you get this kind of accent? I love your accent actually.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Actually, to be honest, ma'am, in our home, at my home, and with my parents, with my old teachers, with my you can say sisters, I all time speak English. I don't use my mother tongue, so that's why maybe this why I have got this type of accent in myself.
Okay, your accent is really lovely. Okay, so now give the answers of your questions. So I haven't started my learning. I haven't started learning English before 5 months. Okay, and of course I use a lot of things to learn this language. Initially, I didn't know how to start my journey and how to practice and how to continue this journey. I really didn't know about that, but after some time I realized if you want to learn this language, you have to be consistent. Okay, then I started my YouTube channel so that I always connect with this language, and really it helped me a lot. It always reminds me you have to make a content for this channel and you have to do something regarding English. Okay, and in the starting I just started with learn English on my own. Okay, and I just practice with myself, like a self talk and technique, and sometime video voice recording, sometime video making, like that. Okay, but after some time I realized it's not enough. You always talk to yourself. You have to step out your comfort zone. Then I started to approach the people and connect to them. Okay, and when I started to connect to persons, after that I'm really enjoying my journey right now. Otherwise earlier I feel like a so burden on my head. Okay, but now I'm enjoying this journey, and still I'm doing the same thing. I really appreciate my this way to learn this language. Most of the time I approach the people also approach me to connect, and then it's a kind of my practice.
Okay, I got it. I got it. That how did you learn this language and what's your process? You're right that we need to practice every single day, and it's not enough to we can say just practice in a particular time, make conversation with some people in the world. Oh, we need to practice by ourselves. We need to practice with others, some of our friends and colleagues. Somehow we need to practice. And you're also right that if we create some YouTube channel and some account on some social media, it will remind us that you need to upload some video and make some conversation and practice the spoken English. So that's why we have also created our YouTube channel and running it for about 2 years, also having this type of conversation just for practicing, only just for practicing.
Okay, that's great. You're doing amazing. Your English, your accent is everything's up to the mark actually.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm very over the moon because of talking to you. You're really so cordial and so supportive. So, man, literally share with me that what's your hobby? I mean, what do you like to do in your leisure time?
Okay, so I already mentioned nowadays I'm just passionate about this language. So most of the time, I whenever have a very free time, I devote my time to my learning skills, English speaking skills. Okay, suppose that if I have a 5 to 10 minutes, then I try to read article, then I try to listen some little small podcast. So yeah, and most of the time I just try. I'm not don't waste my time in other extra activity in a like a gossiping chit chat and all. I'm just devote my time for my skills. Apart from that, I every day find every day I find a new technique and methods, because whenever I stuck with a one method and technique, I feel monotonous. So that's why I just want to change and shift my methods so that I continue this journey. Okay, I will continue this journey. And firstly, I have to read this book. Okay, for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever I have time. And apart from that, you have to listen this podcast and watch this content. And of course, every day I give conversation. I every day I do conversation, one or two. This is very compulsory for me. Otherwise, if I stop this kind of practice, then after some time I feel fumbling and stucking. This kind of happen with me. So give them specific time for every pillar, like a reading, speaking and watching everything. So this
You're
kind
right.
of methods I apply.
Yeah, you're right, man. That if we don't practice it, sometimes we get stuck. Sometimes we feel a little bit because when we started our conversation, talking to others and while making this type of conversation, which was so you can say jealous, a little bit so boring and very shy. We get very shy. So that's why in the outside, in the marketplace, in the public place, park, any kind of Jew, we try to make some blog video just for removing ourselves, removing our hesitation. So that's why we make. And I think that making this type of conversation on this type of platform is really good for us because through this we can improve our body language, also get learn some new vocabulary, as well as learn gradation from other people, as well as through making this type of conversation. Firstly, we can build a strong community in ourselves. So I think making conversation is really good for us. So do you have any question regarding to me?
What? Come again, please.
I'm saying that do you have any question about me? You can
Oh,
ask.
sure. Actually, I'm curious about to know how to get this kind of, in a 2 years, you are so fluent and you are really doing amazing. So, which kind of methods and techniques you use to improve your English speaking skills?
First of all, I'll tell you, I've been learning this language about 2 years. I have started my English journey on October 2023 when I started in class 6. Right, currently, I'm studying in 8 standard, class 8. So in that time, I was not too much consistency. Like after 2 days, 3 days, and even 7 days, I was making some blog video and practicing by myself. In the time in 2024 February month, I talked to a girl from Bhopal and Madhya Pradesh. So in the time, I started talking with Indian people for practicing through this type application. And in 2025, January, February, I started consistency. Like every day I'm uploading, every day I'm practicing. So I think that for getting this job action, I just took about 7 to 8 months in this year. And like this, I will highly suggest you, ma'am, just for practicing every single day, not maintaining consistency, practice every single day. And we're also trying to have this type of conversation, one conversation or two conversation per day. So this is it. We have learned this language.
Okay, you are practicing like only speak with the speaking or listening, reading, writing. How to balance all these plus?
Talking about this four strategy that first listening, speaking, reading, and writing. As you know that we are studying at 8 standard and we are students, so most of the time we are busy with our academic studies, with our math problem, English, academic subject, other subjects. We are very busy. So currently, right now, we're just practicing every single day. We don't get enough time to read for our spoken English, write, and listen. We just practice. I think that this will really help you for learning English. We don't need to learn grammar. We don't need to write. So I can say that for my business, I'm a little bit busy nowadays. So that's why I'm just practicing. I'm just speaking. So you can say that every single day I'm just speaking. I'm not doing other things to improve myself.
Do you like reading?
Sometimes I like reading because sometimes you get a lot of vocabulary from there and you can get enough and good, amazing sentences from there we can use in our real spoken English. So that's why sometimes I like. But when it became from literature and sometimes from poetry from others, like Europe or America, it sometimes becomes so boring because we can understand their words, but the words and vocabulary and the sentences are so ancient and old, and it becomes so difficult to understand. So that's why from a textbook, I like it so much.
Okay, that's nice. And I'm also trying to build a habit actually. I'm
Yeah,
not much earlier. I was not much into reading, but yeah, I'm also built because I heard a lot of benefits of reading. So that's why I'm started to learning reading. And
yeah, please carry
nowadays
on.
I'm also I also find a change in my speaking and everything in everything. So I think this really it's a very helpful for us if we are reading.
Yeah, you're right. Because reading is one of the greatest habits in ourself, in a human being. It really changes our mindset as well as our life. And you can say, besides our academic study, we should read sometimes. Read some novels, books, and some great writers' thoughts and feelings. But as I told you, I'm a student, so I don't get enough time. So you can say, like your age, some people get enough time to study. So read some novels, newspapers. So I can say that for any kind of thing, reading is for us. You can read.
Yeah, definitely. So I want to ask one question. You just practice with the, only YouTube platform, other, and you also use other things like you also talk to face, practice with someone.
Talking about ma'am, talking about this thing that I didn't go any kind of coaching center or didn't do online or offline courses to learn English. I just have learned English by practicing myself and making this type of conversation. I didn't use any kind of paid subscription application for practicing. I just learned this conversation just with Indian people. I like their action and I like their words because they are very easy and listen, talk very supportive. That's why I talk to them. And talking about this, I didn't do any kind of courses to learn English. And all time I try to speak eye to eye, face to face on video call.
Okay. You know, earlier I really used to I felt like a jittery and feeling nervous at in earlier time, but right now I'm little bit comfortable on just on like a YouTube platform, okay, on a conversation online conversation. But if I come to talk to face, then I also feel a little bit nervous, and I try to hide my nervousness, but I think it's impossible. Whenever you feel nervous, then it seems on your face. Okay,
Yeah,
so nowadays I'm just want to overcome this situation. I want to talk to face, real person. So yeah, I'm just trying this kind of I also find any strategy so I overcome this kind of situation.
oh, you're right. Just for removing our shyness, we need to do certain work. Like we need to become so much confident in ourselves. So we need to practice every single day. And while I have started this conversation, I'm seeing that sometimes you're feeling so much hesitation and nervousness. I can see in your speaking.
Yeah, it happened because whenever I stopped for three, suppose that I missed my practice like 3 to 4 days. After that, everything's messed up for me. I'm just trying to, stop hiding. Sorry, I'm trying to express myself, my thoughts. But sometimes it happened with me. I forget some time of my words like that. And sometimes I'm feeling just I'm struggling in speaking.
Yeah,
Whenever
you're struggling because everybody struggled for this language. That's why they have achieved this. So we need to struggle, sacrifice something for learning English. So we need to work hard as well for learning English. Then we can overcome this problem. So can we wrap up this session for today?
Sure. And thank you for reaching out to me. And it's really nice talking to you. And actually, I want to ask about your sister. Where is your sister right now?
As my introduction, I told you currently she's a little bit busy with her studies and home tasks. So right now
Okay.
she's doing. So another time we'll meet again. No
Sure,
problem.
sure. Definitely, definitely. And really, it's nice talking to you. Bye. Have a great day.
Great day. Thank you so much for giving your valuable time. Goodbye.